Welcome to Talk to Me, featuring myself, T, and
Okay.
And today, you guys, we have a lot of debatable topics to speak on. Do you want to go first?
Mm-mm.
Of course, you don't want to go first. Let's see. Damn, I'm all unorganized. Oh my goodness. But you gonna have to go first. My phone's just freezing.
Okay. What is an appropriate age to let your children, boyfriend or girlfriend, come over?
I feel like the appropriate age is 15, 16.
For both ages?
Yes.
I mean, for both genders?
Mm-hmm. And I feel that way because at the end, I'm tired of parents treating sons different than their daughters. Like, that's not right. I feel like they should both be treated the same. And I also feel like strict parents make sneaky children. So I feel like if your kids feel like they can't come confide in you about anything, or if you tell them, oh, you can't have a boyfriend, don't bring no dude in my house, or vice versa, they're going to sneak and do it. They're teenagers. Like, we did it, so... Well, I don't think you did it, but I did it. I had to sneak and do stuff because I had strict parents and I couldn't do nothing. And that's why I say strict parents make sneaky children.
I don't know. With girls, I am that type, really. It would take a long time. Like, you would have to move out to be able to see your boyfriend.
See, you can't do that. You can't do that. Strict parents make sneaky kids. So unless you want one of these girls to come home pregnant because they was being sneaky, I feel like you should let them have that type of freedom, especially when they teenagers.
I just knew the type of boy I was, so...
Okay, but that don't mean all dudes are like that.
Unless you coming home with Steve Urkel, all dudes is like that. Really. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like you should just wait, you know what I mean? Or something. I just feel like it's not right.
Well, I don't think they should wait. That's the thing. I don't feel like they should wait. Because, like I said, strict parents make sneaky kids.
Okay, what do you think is acceptable? Like, I understand probably like coming over for dinner or like sitting on the couch, but as far as you going in your room and closing the door.
Yeah, no, not none of that. I don't feel like doing none of that. But I feel like they should be able to have their boyfriend come over if they want to watch movies and cuddle on the couch. I don't think that's an issue.
They tweaking. You know what goes on with cuddling.
No.
Finger.
Excuse me. Now you talking a little too much. That's crazy. Talking about finger.
I didn't say what happens. I'm just telling you, you know, what about what.
At the end of the day, kids is gonna do what they want to do, regardless of how we feel. So if they want to have sex, they're gonna do it, and they're gonna find ways to do it, whether we like it or not. It's gonna happen. So I feel like, why not give them the freedom to do it around you? Not saying have sex, but so they won't be sneaky. Because when I lost my virginity, I didn't even tell my mama. She had to find out because I got pregnant because I didn't feel like I could talk to her. So I didn't tell her.
Well, I was young when I lost my virginity, so.
We're not going to say the age either. But did you tell your mama?
Yeah, I mean, before I had sex, I was just like, Mama, I think I'm ready to have sex. Let's just say a very unacceptable age to think that you're ready to have sex. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the age, but...
Well, Okay, so, do you turn the TV down to smell?
No.
That's weird.
I just think that's weird.
You're not black.
I am black, but I've never had to turn the TV down to smell anything, babe.
I do. I feel like it's a sense of... It's like it's part of your 5 senses. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think you have to turn the TV down to smell. If we being technical. Now,
all my black people, comment if you turn the TV down to smell. I mean, because we all do it.
No, not me, and I'm black.
I don't think so.
You don't think I'm black? You were hilarious. Like, I don't think so. Dang, I had some good questions, but it's like, look, what happened?
I don't know. Everybody boycott iPhone.
Right, I'm tired of iPhones, man. I can't do nothing on my phone. I had some good questions. At least I remember a little bit. Stupid bitch. Sorry, y'all. But
Swig.
What do you think about dating outside your race?
I don't know. I've never thought about it. I've never really thought about it. I never really thought about it. I've never dated outside my race. I tried one time when I was younger.
How did that feel?
She called me an N-word.
Oh, wow.
But I don't think she said it to be racist. I think she just said it because she thought it was cool. And I paused for a minute. I'm like, hold on, what? Like, did she really? I was surprised. Like, did she really just say this to me? And she called me an N-word. Yeah, I've tried to, but I don't know. I'm just so used to black women that I just feel like I wouldn't know what to do with like a white woman or, you know, a different culture woman. You know, I like soul food, so I don't like trying different foods. You know what I mean? So I feel like I have to stay with somebody who eats what I eat. I mean, we could try different stuff, but occasionally we need like some pork chops or something. You know what I mean?
I don't eat pork, but I understand what you mean.
Let me see that water. Water break. Who that from?
Huh?
Where that come from?
What?
Water break.
I don't know.
Be love. Oh, I want to get one of those water backpacks. You know the backpacks she have? Like when you go on a hiking and you can get the tube. It's like a backpack, but you can drink water.
No.
I want to get one of those.
How I feel about dating outside your race, I don't know. I feel like it could be dangerous because I'm not even trying to be racist or nothing, but a lot of Caucasian people, their family won't accept the fact that their daughter or their son is in love with a black person, and I feel like a lot of things could take place. Some white people have hate in their heart for different races, and that's for all races actually, because I done met some Mexicans that don't want their daughters or sons with black women. Same with Asian. Same with, I don't know, we just have a bad name. I don't understand why.
I mean, what do you think? Like the family gonna take dramatic precautions, whatever you say?
Yeah, most of the times they feel some type of way, like ill, like why this black person out of all people. And at the same time, I feel like everybody should stay within their race, because I'm not saying it like that, because if you want to date outside your race, that's perfectly fine. But I'm saying like it can be hard at times to date outside your race because
they won't understand.
Yeah, they won't understand your lifestyle, where you came from, and vice versa. And I just feel like it's a culture thing. I feel like all races should be with their race, but if you choose to be with a different race, like that's still good.
You know,
like,
some black men say they talk to white women for the fact of that white women are more submissive than black women.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't really feel like that's all the way true, because you never know though, because it's a lot of submissive black women out here.
I guess it's the fact. I don't know. I'm scared of like if you were a white woman and she tries to be like, because they have, at the end of the day, it's sad to say, but like they kind of like, women have the upper hand on most things, but just a white woman like has the upper hand, you know, like
yeah.
If you say that they you rape them, or you know, well, let's say the R word, because I don't want to get what's the name, but that you R them, or you know, things like you hit them or anything, but. Yeah, I don't know.
I had another question. What was that question? Would you feel more safer with a black doctor or a white doctor?
I wouldn't care. A doctor.
No, it's different. No. Because
you didn't even let me answer the question.
Okay,
honey.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, what's different? I mean, now I've been to a doctor for certain things. So like, if we're talking about like, now I see if you're talking about like a black or white like therapist or things like that. If you're talking about like for surgery or things like that, I per se wouldn't care. I mean, okay, because the black doctor and white, they went to the doctor for the same things. I mean, they went to school for the same thing. So what's different? Like you think, I mean, because that would be you putting a whole persona on white people, right?
I'm not. I've done my research, and it was this is an example. Just like when I went to the hospital and I had my kids, the doctor, just because I'm black, the doctor was trying to tell me that I didn't feel certain pain because they feel like black people, we could take more pain than white people can. They've been feeling like this since the beginning of time. And on the other end, it was a white woman who was getting the pain medicine I felt like I needed, but my white doctor wouldn't give it to me because she felt like I was being over dramatic. But if I was to have a black doctor, she would understand because we're the same.
I mean, but you can't judge a whole bunch of race of white doctors just for what.
I'm not, but studies have shown this has happened a lot of times. Like a lot of black women have died in the, like a lot of black women have died in white women's care because a white woman is telling them how to feel about their body that they don't know anything about. I've heard too many stories about it.
I mean, well, me personally, I don't care. I don't care. I mean,
I do.
I don't. I mean, if let's just
and I'm not racist. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's just be honest. And whatever, please don't Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Please do not cancel us for this. But we just being honest. We were just giving you real raw talk. Talk to me. We're being raw. If you want to be honest, I wouldn't care. I would give me an Asian doctor. Give me an Asian doctor.
But let's not act like racism is still not in the medical field. It's in the courtrooms. It's in the medical field. It's in racism is basically everywhere.
Okay,
like,
so what
come
choice
on now.
do we have then?
A lot of men that get shot and go to the hospital, I feel like most of these doctors be letting them die low key.
I mean, well, when my uncle got shot, he told me that he almost could have because they was arguing more than they was working on him. They was arguing. So, I mean,
I just feel like in anything, like in any field, the white people have the Caucasian people have the upper hand on everything. Medical field, courtrooms.
Well, whose fault is that though?
It's not our fault.
I mean, in a way, it's not our fault.
How? When since beginning of time, they've always had the upper, like they always had help. We was always pushed down while they was being brought up every time.
Look at these rappers, black rappers, right? African American rappers. We've had this conversation before. We can name plenty of rappers who brag about money, who net worth is up. What are they doing? They have all the Kanye West.
Okay, and when they do try to do stuff, they get killed.
I mean, why not go back to our country then? You got Kanye West, you got Jay-Z. You got all these people, billionaires, right? Why aren't they using their money to build a town for their people or things for, not even just that, but hospitals for their people, things for their people?
Because like I just said, when we try to do good with our money, 9 times out of 10, we're going to get either killed, blackballed, or they're going to make a fool out of us and say we crazy. Like, for example, Nipsey Hussle. He was trying to do good in the community, and what happened to him? He got killed for it. And I could keep naming people that was trying to do good for the community that ended up getting killed because they were trying to help their community. First of all, they don't want us to come together because they know if we come together, we're going to be very powerful.
I feel like, let us go then. I mean, my thing with Caucasians is really like, when they be like, oh, go back to your country. You brought us here. You brought us here. So for you to say that, at the end of the day, I just feel like we don't have to talk about what we're doing. Do it. Move in silence. Ain't that what the word is? Move in silence. Most of the time, when you can do things like that, you just move in silence, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I know your mm-hms from your mm-hmm. But I just feel like,
no, it's just a touchy subject for me because, like I said, since the beginning of time, we have not had What is your biggest regret in life?
I mean, if you want to be honest, I have a lot of regrets. Just doing certain things. Really, like the most I can sum it up is wishing I knew now. Wishing back then I knew what I knew now. You know, that's one of the biggest things that I can say.
My biggest regret in life is trying to see the good in everybody instead of seeing people for who they actually was. Trying to make somebody something that they wasn't.
I mean, sometimes that could be a lesson from God. You know, some people do actually have potential. Definitely have potential in things that they do. You know.
Well, that was my biggest regret. Seeing people for their potential and not who they actually was. Because a person can have potential all day, but if they're not actually pushing and doing what's necessary for that just to not be only potential, then
I mean, then again, you could be the person that's not for them to push. Now, I mean, like I don't see people in relationships and do somebody so bad, and then when they get in a new relationship, like it took that new person to be able to push them. You know, not saying it's right what they did to the other person, but you know.
Well, I don't feel like it should take for anybody for a person to push with their potential, because if you have a what's that word? If you have a vision, it shouldn't take for anybody for you to see your own vision that you have for yourself.
I mean, it very much could, though. Right?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's people. Okay, let's just say it like this: it's people in general like that who do certain things, right? And it takes a certain person to show them. Like, it's just like if you do things while you're not a parent, and then when you become a parent, then you're like, oh, I have to change my life. You know, it's like the same thing, right?
Some people have kids and still don't change their life.
I mean, but yeah, we know that, but we're talking about the most general, you know, like most people think like that, right? Like you have to do what's best for your child, right? I mean, we know some people don't think like that, you know, and the most thing we could do is pray for them. And you know, most of the time, it's just like 90%. Or let's just say 85, just to be clear, like you know.
Do you have a question?
I don't know. I don't have a question. I just want everybody to take time out of the night, day, whenever you watch this, to pray for the family in Arizona, 5 children who has passed in the fire. If we all can just be grateful and just pray for the father who has to go through that tragedy, and pray for the children, pray for the family who's that happened to. I just wish everybody, I hope and I pray that everybody can just
a moment of silence.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Just pray for that family, please. Just because I know the father needs it, you know.
Yeah.
I know I had this conversation with somebody once, and it was like, I forgot how it happened. What hurts more, losing your your father or mother, or losing your children? And the person told me that losing your mother and father hurts more because, and their response was that they can always have another child.
I know.
Like you can't have another mother or father, but you can always have another child.
I feel like losing a child is worse because that child came from you. Like it's different when you made I just feel like it's different when that child is from you. When you made it. I mean, it hurts to lose your mama and father too, but I just feel like it's a different type of pain losing your child.
Yeah, I feel like different people have different perspectives on that. Because people got, so yeah. I feel like people definitely will have like some different perspectives with that question and how they would take it as well.
Just because you can have more kids, that doesn't mean anything. Like, it's still not going to bring back the kid that did die.
Right, right. That's how I felt when the question. That's exactly how I felt. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that question because I feel like it will amount to the same type of pain. Really, uh, I just feel like it will amount to the same pain. I thank God for not even putting me in a situation. So. But that pain, I know the pain is just exhilarating. It's very painful.
Yeah. What movie never fails to make you cry?
I'm not I mean, I've never cried over a movie.
I have a couple movies. Lovely Bones. Like, that movie is very, very sad.
Lovely Bones.
Yeah.
Is that when the little Mark Wahlberg and the little girl, that man kidnapped the daughter, and the ships or whatever, the glass ships? Mark Wahlberg and the next door neighbor kidnapped the daughter.
He didn't necessarily kidnap her. He lured her in.
Same thing.
He lured her in his underground
bunker.
He was telling her, "Oh, this was for the kids in the neighborhood. All the other kids. I just wanted you to be the first person to see it." He lured her in there and he killed her, basically.
Okay, I've
but
seen
that
that
movie is very, very sad. And another movie that never fails to make me cry is Precious, because that movie is like really, really, really messed up. Like, that is a really messed up movie, and it makes me sad because like that movie is really messed up, and people is really going through stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, can we just say sad instead of cry?
It makes me cry some shit, but yeah, you could say sad.
I don't know. I think any movie that has to do with like black, like slavery, yeah, like roots.
I can't really watch slavery movies. It makes me angry.
Like roots. It's an episode on parenthood that makes me sad. Very sad. That. But I mean, it's not really a movie that. It is a movie that till this day I watched that movie when I was like 5 years old, and till this day it still makes me mad. Like, I've not watched the whole movie, and you might call me crazy, but it's Grown Ups.
What's wrong with Grown Ups?
At the end, when he missed a shot on purpose to let the dude win, it makes me mad. I don't know why. It just makes me mad. It makes me mad because he missed a shot on purpose. I don't know why, but the movie just it irritates me. But I guess that's just having integrity, or being a bigger person on certain things.
How far would you make it in a horror movie?
I'll make it to the end of the movie. Ain't no way that I'm not finna play tag with you, cuz you gonna come for me, I'm gonna come for you. I'm not finna run around, because then I'm showing you fear. Most of the time in the horror movie it's crazy people. I'm gonna show you that I can be crazy too. Definitely. I mean, I don't know. But what makes me mad is like they do dumb stuff. Like in the movie, like, is that you, or who is there? If you know nobody's supposed to be at your house, what you mean who's there? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I never would move like in the middle of the woods or no cabin or nothing. Like, and if you do, you need to be doing something. You know what I mean? So
Just be strapped up.
Because as far as me, just yeah, I don't know. I'm really. It's interesting how like the producers and the directors stretch the movie. So I feel like if you could put up a fight that long, what movie really gets me is Saw. They gets me every time. Saw.
I like Saw. I watched all the movies. But hold on, because I didn't get to answer the question. But I feel like I will make it far because I'm not about to I'm not. First of all, I'm not about to look and see what's going on. I'm about to get out of there. Like I don't care. I'm just gonna leave. Like I'm not even about to, cause they first of all they be searching. That's one main thing they do. They always searching for a problem and they find it. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna get out of there. But if I have to fight for my life and if I have to if it's a situation where me and the killer is face to face, then I would do what I have to do to survive. But if we ain't face to face and I hear him coming, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna get away. Like I don't see how they don't get away.
Yeah, me either. I don't know.
I'm not looking out. First of all, I'm not looking for nothing. If my car stop in the middle of the road, I'm not getting out the car. I'm not doing none of that stuff.
I guess that's just what
They
the plot
always looking
goes.
for a problem. That's their problem. They always looking for trouble, basically. Too curious, and sometimes being too curious is not a good thing.
Right. It could lead to a wrong path. Really, really could.
Yep, sure can. Let me see. How many people have you kissed?
I honestly don't know. I've been scared to kiss. I've always been scared to kiss from the fact of just not knowing what herpes is, but not knowing what herpes is. So I've always been really scared to kiss. Like, if I kiss you, like it's not like no kiss, like you know what I mean. It's like a little peck. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't even really answer that question. And I really don't want you to answer that question.
I haven't kissed a lot of people. I don't like kissing. I really have to feel some type of way about you for me to kiss you. Because I really don't kiss people. I just think it could be nasty. So I really don't kiss people.
That's good.
So it's definitely not a lot. What attracts you to people?
Relationship wise, or just like oh, that's a genuine person.
Just in general.
Just people being like me, really. I mean, one of the things that really get me to be like, oh, this person is cool is like if we have the same beliefs of like, you know, like Jesus, God. I just like we can always get along. If people like sports, you know, do certain things, do the things that I do, you know. Bigger people too, like bigger person, like people that can be the bigger person and just genuine. You know, that's one of the things that attracts me to people.
Well, what attracts me to people is if they tell me if they just tell me like I'm big on studying the information and looking deeper into things because you can't believe everything you hear. I'm big on that. So if a person was to tell me something and we both like agree on it,
Same beliefs.
Yeah, same beliefs and just being genuine. If you a genuine person, then I fucks with you. It's just that simple. Like it don't matter who you is. If you genuine, if you show me you genuine, and like, yeah, because I'm a genuine person. But yep, that's what attracts me to people.
I've met people before, and like, well, I just had like women, and it's like they be they you can feel attracted, but like they don't have the same beliefs as you. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like being yoked, right?
I don't know. I think so.
Like, you know, like you have to have the same belief system. Like if you don't believe in God or you don't believe Jesus is Lord, like we cannot talk because then what can we do together? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just like woke people. If you woke, I fucks with you. Because I'm woke. I'm very alert to what's going on in this world. And it could be a blessing and a curse because it's just like, dang. But it's also a blessing because some people don't know the things we know and they need to know.
Right.
So have you guys heard about that Cassie, P Diddy and what was his Kim? Yeah, Kim's Porter. Have y'all heard about that? Because Cassie is literally like, I guess Kim Porter gave her evidence. Like, she got her burner phone, she has videos and everything. I just feel like whatever's in that phone, he did it. And she also said that it's a lot of bad things in there. Of, you know who TD Jakes is?
The quote unquote pastor.
Yes, he's doing like sexual things with other men. P Diddy is. It's a lot of people in the industry that's about to get exposed because she has video evidence, and she's even in the video. She was like, she got peed on in certain videos. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's going on, and she was like, she was forced to do it by P Diddy, which I believe that. I feel like they have some type of sex trafficking ring or whatever they do in the industry. It's a lot of weird stuff going on that they do. But yeah, I just have to tell y'all that because it's like really, really crazy. And I feel like everybody should look into it because it's like really crazy.
That's...
And I do believe he murdered his baby mother, Kim Porter, because before she died, she was coming out with a book called Tell All. And she gave Cassie a copy of a rough draft copy of her book, because I feel like she knew she was going to die and she needed somebody to get her message out there. And Cassie is doing a good job so far. So, yeah, it's a really crazy topic. But I feel like whatever's in there, P. Diddy did it. Because I've heard too many gay stories about this man. See, his own security guard was telling his business.
He gives zesty vibes, especially like on Biggie songs. He do give like zesty vibes, real zesty vibes.
And if you guys ever watched Menace to Society, I'm sorry I just had to say this because I just found this out. Did you guys know that he was foreshadowing his, well, not, I don't even know what foreshadowing necessarily means, but did you guys know that he was basically
projecting,
talking about his own, like, he was already dead, but he was basically narrating his life story while he was dead. And I didn't notice that until I seen some clips, and he really was talking in the past tense in most of the clips. And I'm just now noticing that he was speaking in past tense. Like, that is so crazy to me. Like, that was just wild to me. Because I really didn't know he was speaking in past tense until I had to look back and rewatch some clips, because I really want to rewatch the whole movie so I can like really understand, but we ain't got the movie, so I had to watch some clips on TikTok. And in most of them clips, like, he's talking in past tense. Like, he's saying was and like stuff like that. He's really speaking in past tense. And it was just like, wow, I didn't even know he basically was telling a ghost story.
I never really sat down and watched that movie, for real. Let me just be honest. I haven't. So I wouldn't know if he was or not.
It's an eye-opener because it's basically what black people were going through back in the 90s and stuff. So I heard back in the day it was a lot of crazy stuff going on.
I mean, especially in California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was. I just had to say that. And if you haven't watched it and listening to the podcast, look up Menace to Society and just sit there and watch the movie. If you can. Because it's a lot of crazy stuff going on in that movie, but it's very detailed, and I don't know, it's a good movie. I think, in my opinion, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I feel like I watched it before. Let me be real. I know the parody more than I know the actual movie. Like, that was just crazy. But that whole movie is just like, the parody movie. The parody movie is nothing but just all of John Singleton movies inside of a parody. It was just crazy, real crazy. Which I just found out and noticed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, while we keep getting quiet. Like I said, all the good questions I had was in my notes, and Something happened. I don't know what happened. My iPhone deleted them, which was really stupid. But hmm. Okay, so what would you change about yourself if you could?
I'm not quick to get angry. That's probably one of the things. My anger. I would like to change my anger and things like that. Because I'm quick to anger, really.
For me, it would be a getting irritated quick. I wouldn't necessarily say get angry, but I get very like I could get irritated with a blink of an eye. Like I really get irritated fast. Like I can't even debate with people sometimes because it just irritates me the way certain people think. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I could say I'm like that too, but now I think mine is just I just would love to like forgive everybody like in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. What's your biggest fear?
Really to just maybe talk. I think it was we talked about this off the podcast before. I think it's just really like on hell. I guess that would really that's yeah. Not I guess that is that's just like one of my biggest fears really.
My biggest fear is, like he said, going to hell. But my biggest fear also is dying before I get the chance to fully change my life.
I mean that kind of connects, right?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Mhm.
Because if I was to go tomorrow, God forbid, but if I was to go tomorrow, I probably 9 times out of 10 wouldn't be making it to heaven. That's why I just want to change and get my life together before my time is up.
Right. That's how I feel too. That's how I feel about his second coming too. Just would like to be doing better, you know. Because he we gotta remember he gives us free will on our choices, you know. So
Yeah. Morning sex or evening sex? Sorry, you guys. I know that just went from 0 to 100.
evening, I mean, yeah, because in the morning, like I could be doing, but it got evening because I'm not all the way, probably not all the way up, and then it's like it's morning, and you know.
For me, morning. I like morning sex. Evening is cool too, but morning, like I'm very spontaneous. So if I was to get woken up out of my sleep like around 3 in the morning, I wouldn't mind. I definitely wouldn't mind. But yeah,
It's hard to get hard around those hours.
Well, everybody's different, so.
I mean, you could, but like, I don't know. It's just I'm like, God, I'm sleeping. It'll be on my mind. I'm like, man, hold on, sleep or.
But everybody different, cause it's a lot of people ain't like that. You got some people that's like that, then some people that's not like that. Would you prefer giving or receiving? I prefer receiving. I don't like giving, but if I love you, I'll do it.
We're talking about the H word, right?
Mhm.
Oral. I don't have I don't 50-50 with me.
I like receiving. uh, what's your favorite part of foreplay?
Touching. Touching gets me ready. Kissing, but it's touching. Definitely touching.
For me, it's kissing and licking, like not just kissing on the lips, but like kissing me like all over my body and stuff like that. Yeah.
Me and T had a big discussion about that earlier. While we have time before we leave, y'all, let's do a part 2. I know we did 50-50 on a part 1 on episode 1,
but this time it's traditional man versus the 50-50 man.
What I was stating was, if I'm gonna be working, and I feel if a woman is staying home and the man is working, I feel like the woman should have the house clean, and I feel like dinner should be cooked. But also, I feel like if you feel like you need to order something out or anything like that, that's fine. But if you don't feel like cooking, but what is what is the day consistent of? If you're at home, so I feel like those two things shouldn't really be hard to ask for, unless the couple has children. Because I know children in itself is a job, like so. But I just feel like at least something should be done, definitely.
Well, I never said nothing should be done. The only thing I said is, at the end of the day, if I'm with a traditional man, yes, I'm gonna cook and clean, duh, and take care of the kids, of course, duh. But I asked him, when men work and they get a day off, when does the woman get a break? Because mental health is a big thing. And I feel like if a woman cannot get her mental together, how is she going to be the best person she can be for her children? Especially if her mental health isn't all the way together. She could be snappy, angry, irritable, because she's around, first of all, she's around kids 24/7. Then she has to cook, clean, make sure his clothes is washed, make sure a hot meal is on the table by the time he get home. Like, I just feel like we women need breaks as well. Even if we're not doing what he's doing, which is working, even if we're not, because if if the mother isn't good, how is she supposed to be good to her husband and her kids? Because it's going to be a point to where she feels like she's a slave, and I feel like that could be problems in a relationship.
You don't think the men feel the same way though?
But I don't understand why it's a problem with giving a woman a
I never
break.
say it's a problem. I'm just like, you're saying
mental health is a big issue.
You don't think the man goes through the same thing though?
What are you talking about? He's getting his break.
What is his break? The day off? What the hell is a day off?
So, and when he's coming home, he got a hot meal, house clean. I'm pretty sure the woman got the kids in check. He ain't got to do shit but just sit there when he get home. He got a meal for him. The house is clean. Clothes is getting washed. And then on top of that, the woman's going to have sex with him. Like, come on now. He's getting what he need when he get off work, and he gets a day off. So why can't a woman at least get a little day to herself where she can just get her mental together?
So what do you expect the man to do? I'm just asking, like, what is a day off for the woman? A vacation, a day out with her friends? Like, what is a day off?
I don't know. Probably not being around kids 24/7. Because I even heard plenty of men say, oh, I'd rather work than stay home and take care of kids because it's hard.
It's
and they be ready to snap on their kids every chance they get. They be ready to snap.
I don't know. I just feel like the day off is every day.
And that's where we clash at, because the day off is not every day. Just like a man goes to work and have to get up and do stuff, same thing with a woman. So what that she can sit down for like 5 fucking seconds, especially when most of the kids is under the age of 5. You ain't really about to be sitting down unless it's nap time. And that's rarely with certain kids.
I just feel like it's equal. I mean, whether the both of them working, it's 50-50 then, and if one's a housewife and the man's working, it's 50-50 then too. I mean, isn't your day off when his day is off? Because I feel like
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, because I feel like if you're at home, you don't have a choice to you don't get that choice to be like, oh, well, I don't want to watch my kids because of my day off. No, that's not right.
But if a husband wanted to, he could. So how is that not right? I'm saying
on the man's part. See, that's what I'm saying. The man, he should never be able to just be like, oh, I don't want to watch my kids.
There's some men out here that is like that and that will do that.
Well, we agree to disagree on the topic.
You've just watched Talk to Me featuring myself, T, and
Okay.
and it was nice talking to you guys. Come again. Welcome to Talk to Me featuring myself, T,
Okay.
and today, you guys, we have a lot of debatable topics to speak on. Do you want to go first?
Mm-mm.
Of course, you don't want to go first. Let's see. Damn, I'm all unorganized. Oh my goodness. But you're gonna have to go first. My phone's just freezing.
Okay. What is an appropriate age to let your children, boyfriend or girlfriend, come over?
I feel like the appropriate age is 15, 16.
For both ages?
Yes.
I mean, for both genders?
Mm-hmm. And I feel that way because at the end, I'm tired of parents treating sons different than their daughters. Like, that's not right. I feel like they should both be treated the same. And I also feel like strict parents make sneaky children. So I feel like if your kids feel like they can't come confide in you about anything, or if you tell them, oh, you can't have a boyfriend, don't bring no dude in my house, or vice versa, they're going to sneak and do it. They're teenagers. Like, we did it, so... Well, I don't think you did it, but I did it. I had to sneak and do stuff because I had strict parents and I couldn't do nothing. And that's why I say strict parents make sneaky children.
I don't know. With girls, I am that type, really. It would take a long time. Like, you would have to move out to be able to see your boyfriend.
See, you can't do that. You can't do that. Strict parents make sneaky kids. So unless you want one of these girls to come home pregnant because they was being sneaky, I feel like you should let them have that type of freedom, especially when they teenagers.
Mm-mm. I just knew the type of boy I was, so... Mm-mm.
Okay, but that don't mean all dudes are like that.
Unless you coming home with Steve Urkel, all dudes is like that. Really? I mean, I just feel like... I don't know. I feel like you should just wait, you know what I mean? Or something. I just feel like it's not right.
Well, I don't think they should wait. That's the thing. I don't feel like they should wait because, like I said, strict parents make sneaky kids.
Okay, what do you think is acceptable? Like, I understand probably like coming over for dinner or like sitting on the couch, but as far as you going in your room and closing the door...
Yeah, no, not none of that. I don't feel like doing none of that. But I feel like they should be able to have their boyfriend come over if they want to watch movies and cuddle on the couch. I don't think that's an issue.
They tweaking. You know what goes on with cuddling.
No.
Finger.
Excuse me. Now you talking a little too much. That's crazy. Talking about finger.
I didn't say what happens. I'm just telling you, you know, what about what
At the end of the day, kids is going to do what they want to do regardless of how we feel. So if they want to have sex, they're going to do it. And they're going to find ways to do it, whether we like it or not. It's going to happen. So I feel like, why not give them the freedom to do it around you? Not saying have sex, but, you know, so they won't be sneaky. Because when I lost my virginity, I didn't even tell my mama. She had to find out because I got pregnant because... I didn't feel like I could talk to her, so I didn't tell her.
Well, I was young when I lost my virginity, so...
We're not going to say the age either. But did you tell your mama?
Yeah, I mean, before I had sex, I was just like, Mama, I think I'm ready to have sex. Let's just say a very unacceptable age to think that you're ready to have sex.
We're not going to talk about the age, but...
You know. Okay, so do you turn the TV down to smell?
No.
That's weird.
I just think that's weird.
You're not black.
I am black, but I've never had to turn the TV down to smell anything, babe.
I do. I feel like it's a sense of... It's like it's part of your 5 senses. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think you have to turn the TV down to smell. If we being technical now,
All my black people, comment if you turn the TV down to smell. I mean, because we all do it.
No, not me, and I'm black.
I don't think so.
You don't